Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I believe this is working like how I want it to work. So, let me just quickly go to the screen and take out the game capture. So, we're here in X-Plane, and here's our flight. We're taking it up from Chandler Municipal, and we're headed over to Tuscan. Pretty easy flight, pretty straightforward. PXR Victor 105 Tuscan to Tuss, 65% powerful power climb, so pretty good. Weather NOTAMs, everything's pretty much concerned or been reviewed. So let's get the game capture back on. Then let's get into here. So we'll say walk around is complete. Let's take out the depth of fields. Here's what I love about X-Plane is just how crisp all of the textures look. Let's go back to the aircraft window and let's fill tabs. We don't need it full. We'll get 2 passengers on here. Let's also take out the chocks, tie downs, pitot, inlet cover. That's all fine. Yeah, so we'll put in 2 passengers in here. Fill tanks, fill oxygen, and that looks good over there. So let's start her up. The Sr22 turbo version is such a pain in the ass to cold start, though I will say that. So we'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this started up, though. Let's put in our keys, and let's come down here. We can open up the door by pressing on that. Okay, and see how this is doing the auto exposure thing? So I let's just go to the screenshot controls, and I'm going to change the exposure setting to something that I think looks pretty good. And we're just going to rock with this exposure setting, I think, throughout the flight. So let's come down here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get battery 1, battery 2 on. Don't need instrument lights. I already have a lot of these lights up. Alternator 1 and 2, we can... Oh, this is caged, so let's uncage that. Cool. Had a couple of the lights. So, actually, let's just go back and let's hit auto exposure. Okay, so that's all good. Let's go ahead and take a look down here. Make sure fuel selectors in our left or right tank. We'll use our left tank to start. And let's bring our mixture to rich. And what we're going to do is we'll hold down the high boost pump for about 6 seconds, prime it to about peak fuel flow, and then we'll let it sit there for about 3 seconds, and then we'll cut this out. So let's go ahead and turn on our high boost prime switch. Okay. Cool. And now we'll go ahead and start cranking. We'll crack open our throttle a little bit, and we'll turn on our boost pump, and we'll start cranking. 3, 4, 6. Seems like it's about to catch. There we go. Bring our power setting to about 10%. Cool. And we'll close our door here. Avionics can't come on. Go ahead and put on our noise canceling headset. Awesome. That was a pretty nice start. I'm actually very happy with that. Let's go ahead and continue with that. And we'll press any bezel to continue. We'll say this is all reviewed. Get some AC flowing. And we'll say fuel done. So you can see, there you go. There's your density. Altitude, outside air temperature is absolutely roasting. And if I hit on, here's your exhaust gas temperature. Here's your turbine inlet temperature. Anywho, what we need to do, let's go to our checklist. Let's do our start up our engine before taxiing. The flaps are up. Radio avionics is cool. Fuel selector, and then that's going to be over there. So that's all considered. So let's go ahead and load up our flight plan. So from Chandler, we're going to go to the PXR, the Phoenix VOR here, and then from here we're going to load our airway. Victor 105 to Tuscan. Load. And from Tuscan, we're going to go direct to KTUS. Altitude is going to be 11,000 feet. KTUS. Altitude, whoops, not what I meant to do. Altitude bug, we'll just bug 11,000 feet. Okay, that is good to go. Oops, gosh darn it, now I done fucked it up. Okay, 1,000. Okay, flight plan is in. And if we go to the preview button, we can go ahead and take a look at how the flight plan's going to look. And this is going to collapse the airway to Tuscan, but that's basically what we're going to do. Set up to 1,000 feet. And let's go ahead and hit Chandler Municipal, waypoint info. This unfortunately doesn't work in the X-plane, but anywho, we'll hit view charts and we should have the airport diagram. I don't think this will overlay ourselves on top of that, but there you go. There's a government chart, nav and strobe lights on. And let's open up the vents and position themselves to ourselves, of course. Open up the vents. Go ahead and get all of that jazz situated. Yeah, let's get a little bit more power in just so we're not discharging that battery. There we go. Sure, we're charging of the battery. We're at about 1,000 RPM. About 23% power, making sure that battery's getting charged. Up here. Cool. Okay. Altimeter, I'll get the KCHD in my ForeFlight here just to get the METAR going. Chandler Municipal. Weather, we'll say 2973 in the altimeter. VSI, we're obviously not going to set it to that. We're going to bug about 1,000 feet per minute. Barometric pressure is going to be 2973, quite low pressure setting. Make sure we're on GPS 1, aux GPS 1 as well. And what we'll do is go ahead and say 200 is where the winds are coming out of. So we'll use runway 22 left, we'll use runway 22 right, 220 on the heading. So we'll go ahead and bug 220 on the heading here. Heading bug is set. Cool, that's all of that considered. Let's bug in 2973 in my standby altimeter. Cool. And this is all looking good to go. We can go ahead and start up with the taxi checklist. Okay, pretty much all good to go. This is our before takeoff checklist. Let's come down here. Let's open this up, remove the safety pin, and put this back on here. I think there's a way for me to get the avid tab. I think it's here. There you go. The limitation for the avid tab right now is that you can't use it. It just kind of sits there. So that's basically useless. Let's have that there. And yeah, there we go. So runway 22 right. All right, ready to taxi our Y here. We'll go ahead and just bug that real quick. Let's see what that is gonna be. VY is gonna be I think it's 101. Okay, VY. I just want to do that before we. Oops. Introduction. I have a POH on my phone for this. Okay, VY. Okay. So indicate. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Limitations indicate. Why is this? It won't let me do this. Okay. So up to 17,500 MSL. Airspeed indicator VY. Damn. I think it's 101 knots. I believe it's 101. We'll do 101 knots as our VY speed here. I think that's our cruise climb speed. So let's go to the speed. Let's pop this out and bring the indicated airspeed to 101 knots. 101 knots. Good. Okay. Good to go. Let's disengage the park brake. Should start taxiing out here. You have azimuth line, so that's going to show you your it's to do with the terrain, or position with the, I forgot. With true north, I believe, or with magnetic north, I should say. Okay, let's get moving. Whoops. So again, if we look down here, we're just gonna kind of take it to the left. Be good to go. Fairly simple. Again, we're doing the turbo normalized in the for this flight, and then we'll probably switch ourselves out to the DeltaWings CRJ for the next flight after this. So there you go. These are our free-castering nose wheel. Bring this up, and you can see RPMs, turbine inlets, all that jazz here. Power setting, RPM, gallons per hour. So let's just make sure we're not clipping that hanger. As you can probably tell, though, one thing that is very easy to see is our fuel flow is dramatically higher in the turbo version than the NA. The NA is significantly less, or significantly more fuel efficient. So let's see where we're going to do our run up here. Let's bring this back. See where we can do this at. Let's do a run up right here before we actually taxi. We can actually taxi to hold short, and then we'll do the run up there. That's fine. Okay, make that turn. And then let's bring that power back. Whoa, all right. Look at that power just jumping up and down. Interesting. Okay, and boom. So, but yeah, this is pretty nice. The panel, it's kind of like a dark panel. Looks really nice compared to the tan from earlier. Also have your audio panel, which is pretty cool. So, anywho, we'll take it to November, and then I believe this will automatically take care of itself. We adjust it. So, this is a very, very short flight. Here's the old short line. Let's bring the power setting back. Hold short. Let's pull up like so, about 45 degrees off of it. And pull our parking brake. It's fully on. Now I can see that. Now if I put this on the, may actually come down here to the brakes. You should see that the toe brakes are pushed in all the way. But look at the modeling is just phenomenal on this aircraft. Anywho, let's go to our checklist. Before takeoff checklist. Doors are latched, pin removed. Seatbelts are secure, fuel quantity confirm. Selector will switch it to our right tank here. Cool. A fuel pump, put it to low boost. Put a low boost. Mixture as required. Flaps set 50% and check. So we'll set the flaps to 50%. Basically just verifying that it actually does come down and it does indicate 50%. And we'll bring it back up. Transponder sets, we're walking VFR, autopilot. We can test that. So by doing that, what I would do is I'd come down here, I'd hit autopilot, I'd hit heading, and I'd hit vertical speed, and that'll essentially move the stick up, and then I would disconnect it here, like that. Okay, autopilot test set. As far as that's concerned, navigation fine, cabin heat as required, brakes holding on the brakes, power lever to 1700 RPM. Okay, so power lever, set it up to 1700 RPM. Okay, verify. Whoa. So that we're actually okay. 1700 RPM. I was like, what the heck? We're actually moving. You can see our alternator's working because our alternator belt is able to, spin get the electrical field, yada, yada, yada. Okay, and boom. Mag, there's a drop. Back to both. Right mag, cool. That's fine. And idle check. If I go idle, engine should still run. Which it does, and it idles at about 550 RPM. So I'll bring it back up just a little bit. Make sure that battery is charging. Good. Okay. That's fine. Done. Pitot heat. Navigation lights. Landing lights on. Cool. Yep. Magnetos, we did that. Cool. And trim set for takeoff. So let's come down here and let's set in our trim for takeoff. Cool. Set. Next checklist, takeoff, normal. So we're going to rotate at about 65 to 70 knots for our normal takeoff here. And go to our in-flight, climb checklist, oxygen, power lever, flaps, mixture full rich, and of course our boost pump. So we have our low boost pump on. Go ahead and depart on out of here. I am going to set our cannula. We're taking it up to 1,000 feet. So let's get our flow meter. Let's set. I think we actually need to get our oxygen on for us to do that. Believe we actually do need to turn on our oxygen. Oh, there's an outlet there. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's close this up and release that parking brake. Damn, I don't remember. There's the oxygen system. So yeah, let's go ahead and taxi to hold short here. Oh, I think we have our parking brake on. Let's release that. Okay. There we go. There's the runway. Verified. You have the base map. You can say terrain, TOS, base, which is this. Terrain gives us the terrain, and TOS is a terrain awareness or something like that. Okay, let's come on. Get a rolling. And let's line up with the runway and then slowly set our takeoff power. Come on. There we go. There we go. Come on. And okay, it's a slight crosswind here. And I'm going to slowly add in that takeoff power. Takeoff's at full forward here. Airspeed's alive. Again, we're going to rotate at about 65, 70 knots. Here we go. And rotate. There we go. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. We are not climbing. We're in the turbo, but available power is just interesting.